In today's episode of the Hexagon Challenge, our third Copa Libertadores game, we take on the mighty River Plate away. It is our toughest test today. Let's see how we get on. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well. If you are new to the channel, then please do hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so that you are kept up to date when a video drops, and also hit the like button if you enjoy today's episode, which should be quite an interesting match. It is against River Plate in the Copa Libertadores, a tough game, I think our toughest of the series to date, with all due respect to the likes of Canterbury United back in our Hamilton Wanderers days. These guys are a seriously good team, River Plate. Just the one game since you were last here, and it didn't go to plan. We played what was 4th placed Deportivo Cali in the league, and we lost 2-4 at home with a mostly rotated team as the big asterisk above this. I felt that after the last game against Emelec, where in the Jaguares game prior we played a full rotation, given the result that came from it in the Copa Libertadores, that it was probably a good idea to go down that route again. Didn't pay off, but considering you only have to make the top 8 to get into the second phase of the Colombian League finals, then I thought it was a risk worth taking. It didn't pay off. We'll look at the goals because there were plenty. It started in the 22nd minute. Deportivo Cali started off like a house on fire, just cruising for our defence there. The one thing you will notice is our defence was really poor here, so they were 1-0 up in the 22nd minute. That was quite poor. Yet again here, just able to find Blanco far too easily. Lara, who we did start in goal, didn't do a lot there, albeit the shot was quite powerful, and that made it 2-0, and then a simple flick on. Alea got in behind our defence. Really nice strike, to be fair, but that was 3-0 going into half time. And then as we approach the start of the second half, just Lasso not really getting onto the ball. We did play Venegas in nicely though here. Actually, I forgot it was 3-0 at half time when we came back. Venegas getting one back for us. That was in the 51st minute. And then a messy corner that Nunez got on the end of, and at 3-2 after 60 minutes. I thought we might be back into things, but they got one back in the 86th minute when we were going more attacking. Fidel squaring one up for Alea yet again. Our defence just poor, it has to be said. And that was the goal that killed things off. A loss that we deserved in terms of shots. We had the same amount of shots, just not putting enough on target, not making the most of our half and clear-cut chances. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but a bit disappointing to lose our first game here. But I suppose I risked it with that squad that we did put out. If we do look at the competitions, what that means in the league, we still have a game in hand and we're still 3 points clear of Deportivo Cali. So not the end of the world, especially with the way the finals work here. But slightly disappointing, and I suppose it shows that I can't just put out a full rotation every time we play a league game, because it will come back to bite us at some stage. Copa Libertadores, that is the focus for the save this year in game. And this game is pretty important. A loss, and we potentially have a bit of a challenge on our hands to get out of the group, depending on what happens in the Municipal Emelec game. But if we can get a draw or a win, then I think we'll be in a pretty nice position to get out of it halfway through. And a win especially would be amazing. I'm not really expecting it. River Plate, as we said, a very good team. But we will come back to you guys when the TV coverage starts. We'll crack into this away game. It's a big one against River Plate. And here is the TV coverage. River Plate with a 4-2-3-1. Plata at centre back is a Colombian who I would really like to get into the club, but yeah, he's very expensive, so we'll see. There's our team. Plata is still at left back. You will notice we have got Oloyo on the bench, but he isn't quite ready to be coming back into the first team yet. I'll put him on the bench. We're not really supposed to use him, so yeah, he's not quite ready, which is unfortunate. Clearly our best left back. But we'll see how we get on. Otherwise, it's the same team as you'd expect in this situation. Cerna did go on a little bit of a holiday, and I called him back after that last performance because I wasn't too impressed with both the centre-backs who would have come in to replace him. So Not happy about that. We are wearing the dark green here, and we have given away an early free kick through Oscar, who will get a yellow card. And they have a free kick. Nothing coming from it, though. And after 2 minutes, we will now have a chance with the ball. Fuentes pulling the ball over to Plata. I hope you guys didn't hear too much before. Sounded like an earthquake. The shot, well, the cross from Plata, saved by the goalkeeper from Insane. All happening a bit insane there. And the highlight continues. Yeah, as I said, you feel like an earthquake there or something. Interesting. Oscar playing that up to Gutierrez 2 minutes in. We're having a decent little spell of possession here. Now Julan down the right. Puts a ball and Oscar tries to get his head to it. Puts it in the bottom left corner. There's a great start for us on the road. Oscar on a yellow card getting a goal. He's been all over the first 3 minutes. Both for the wrong reasons and the right reasons. Gutierrez plays this out to Julan. This looks like a really big pitch. I don't know if it's just because the stadium's huge. Gets a nice ball and Oscar gets free at the far post and puts that past Insane. And we are 1-0 up early. Maybe that rotation is paying off for us in the league. A very good start as River Plate kick off, well, restart I should say, in the 3rd minute. And hopefully we can cut out what is threatening to be an instant reply. River Plate, a very good team. I don't know many of the South American teams, to be fair, living in New Zealand, but this is one that I am well aware of. Now, Dragon squares one up. Boyer clears that out to Gutierrez. Now, can we get him on the counter here? He has got pace. He's going in the box. It's a tackle. It's a clean tackle, though, and they will get possession back. Will River Plate. Fernandez out to Benitez. Neguera playing one forward to Dragon. This highlight is a long one, which concerns me. Galloso, Martin, Munoz. I said Martin, it was Hernan Lopez Munoz, and indeed it is an instant reply from River Plate. Some end-to-end football that unfortunately has cost us. A good ball forward from Neguera up to Dragon, who got in behind Plata, I think it was there. Galloso finds Lopez Munoz in space. Lara beating in his near post. Maybe I should have put a different goalkeeper in last game because Lara's confidence might be shot after conceding 4. But early on, they've equalised things, and it is now 1-1. And the ball will fall to River Plate here after that throw-in. And they will get it even after we try and intercept it there. Benitez putting a ball back out to Dragon. Oscar's beaten by him. Goes in 2-footed, which is a bit concerning on a yellow card. I've told him to ease off tackles. Plata back to Benitez and Insane. Plata, yeah, a player I would really like to get at some point here. He looks very good, especially for a Colombian. Now, Urzi, Lara's tipped that over. They're starting to get on the front foot. Maybe we've woken them here. Because you'd have to say, they only just got out of that game against Municipal with a result, which, to be fair, we couldn't. But after drawing with Emelec, they've hardly looked great, River Plate. But they are equal with us after 10 minutes here. Hopefully we can get our lead back, though, as we play out from the back. As we get it forward to Julan, who created the assist for that first goal, but he's given the ball away in there. Now Urzi in the box. He has a shot which is awful because of the angle. He was pretty much on the line. And it is 1-1 after 15 minutes. Playing out from the back, we are here at Atletico Nacional. Still 1-1 in the 15th minute. And we're just trying to get out. They are pressing us quite high, which is making our life difficult here. Now Palaza heads down for Gutierrez around the keeper. Surely no. Good save from Insane. Stayed nice and tall and kept that out. That's a really good chance for us, though. And we will have a corner. Duran to put it in. Benitez clears it. Palaza heads into Fuentes. Now it's a bit messy in the box, and it will be cleared by River Plate. Will gain possession, but nothing coming from it, and it remains 1-1. Goal kick in the 18th minute. Hopefully we can cut this out. We can. Plata finds Oscar, the 2 on yellows, and it goes up to Gutierrez. Duran's in here. Good ball, but a good sliding tackle. Maybe wasn't as far in as I thought. We're definitely creating some good chances, but not being quite as clinical as we probably need to be in a game against a team this good. Now, Perez, you need to be doing better there. He's just gifted Lopez Munoz the ball, albeit he's regained it soon after, and it will still be 1-1 after 20 minutes. Free kick, 35 minutes in, and good attacking position for us, albeit Benitez cuts it out pretty easily, but only out to Fuentes, so maybe we can build something here. Pelea's out to Ortiz. We do retain the ball. I was a bit worried that Uzi might turn that over for River Plate, but we play it back to Lara, and can we build? It will give them the chance to get further forward, and that's a really poor pass from Ortiz, I think it was. Ortiz, though, cuts out the next pass from River Plate, and now Oscar, who got the first goal. Nice ball for Gutierrez. He gets inside the box. Position, plays it back for Oscar. That shot might have been going into the bottom left corner, but a good block from River Plate, and it remains 1-1 for now. 37th minute, we have a corner. Duran to put it in. No one really gets to it. It's cleared, and that's the highlight. 1-1 as we approach half-time. But we have yet another highlight, although maybe it is theirs, because Negreira has tackled the ball off Oscar, and now Fernandez is off. Oscar, no players on that left side can really put a tackle in, unfortunately, with yellow cards. Dragon, back to Negreira. He's in the box, back to Dragon. Finds Uzi. He was well open, but hits the post with his header. We got away with that. It is still 1-1. Corner to River Plate, right on the brink of half-time. They put it in. Pelaza, I'm not sure if he got to it or a River Plate player, but we've cleared it. But they will regain possession and come at us again. Lopez Munoz is doing a number on us here. Luckily, the shot Lara is able to hold on to. And half-time might be coming at a good time for us, although Lara's just given that straight to Dragon. And now Dragon is in space on that right. That's something we're going to have to address, I think, because boy, oh boy, and they have a shot that came off an attempted clearance from Plata, fell to one of their strikers, but it's hit the post and come off Lara. They have another corner all over us at the moment. Now Gutierrez, though, might be able to get them on the counter here with his pace, and this would be very fortunate. No, we cannot, because it's gone back to Insane. They cut it out. And hopefully that's half-time, because feels like we need it. Plata's picked up an injury. That is the last thing we need, the way our left-backs are going at the moment. Started out really well for us. We've got a slightly higher XG, but they got one back soon after. And it is 1-1 at half-time. Playing okay without seeing the world on fire, you'd have to say. Cerna and Boya, as well as Fuentes, only having average games. Don't know if I should have called Cerna back from his rest based on that effort, but we'll see how we get on the second half. Now, one thing we will do before we give this team talk is we'll take Plata off, both due to the injury and the yellow card. Not really keen on having someone easing off tackles on that left-hand side with Oscar also on the yellow. Those dark green dots are awful, aren't they? I've just realised that. I was trying to find the left back to tell him to ease off tackles, and it's nigh on impossible with that dark green dots, isn't it? But that will be the sub we'll make at half-time. We'll leave Oscar out there. I'll tell the boys to dig in and try and get us a result here, because I do think we've had as many chances as them. I think it's fair to say they have been blocking them, and some of them have been well covered by the defence, but we're certainly creating the chances. Just need to get a few more going at the goalkeeper and see if we can get another past him. But in saying that, though, a 1-1 draw away from home against this team would not be bad at all. Just that one change at halftime, Cordoba for Plata. I'd love to bring Arroyo on, but I better not risk it. He's on the bench just because I didn't really have many other options with some of our injuries at the moment. And we have the ball early in this. Well, I say we have the ball early in the first half. For some reason, Perez was on the sideline there, and we tried to pass it to him, which is interesting. And River Plate might get a chance from that. If that happens, I'm not going to be too happy with how that's come about. And Cerna's missed a header. Gayoso in, but straight at Lara, very fortunate there. Pretty average start to the second half, but it remains 1-1. Long throw that Fuentes will put in here. He finds Gutierrez in the 50th minute. Across to Boya. Julan gets on the end of it now. That was a back pass that was probably not needed and ended up quite scrappy. But Insane, that's the goalkeeper's name, isn't it? He put it out to Urzi, but then they lose possession. But then we give it back to them, trying to find Gutierrez, and now it's Fernandez having a crack at our defence, Dragon. At least we've got a defender who might tackle him now. Munoz at near post has a shot, and it has been tipped over the bar by Lara. They're definitely looking a bit more threatening than us, as Municipal get a goal against Emelec, which isn't great, because if we lost this, we'd be equal on points with them. Fernandez blasts one wide. They are well on top of us at the moment, River Plate, but it remains 1-1. Long throw after 55 minutes. Can we burgle a second goal? It goes out to Oscar Cordoba. We'll put one in for Julian, but it's knocked back to the goalkeeper. And maybe this highlight isn't over, which is concerning. He puts a deep ball. What are our defence doing there? Munoz in behind. Boy, that's poor. How have they done that? Our defenders up way too far, and they are 2-1 up. And to be fair to them, it's what they deserve. Albeit, this is a very soft way to do it. Munoz times his run. I'm not sure who that is. I was about to take Cerner off, and that probably confirms it, because if it's him, and it is, should be doing better. Lara, I mean, I can't really blame him there. He's been let down by his defenders. And that puts us 2-1 down, and could we be staring at back-to-back defeats? One of them I don't mind so much. This one I would. We will bring Angel on for Cerner. And Boyer is the other player who isn't having a great game. Where's old Bui Trago? We'll bring Bui Trago on for him. See if those two can get us an equaliser with the remaining 35 minutes as we kick off here. So must be another highlight coming up. Ortiz trying to find Gutierrez. We're playing a bit more direct than I'm used to here, which is interesting. And we give River Plate the ball straight back because of that. Out to Fernandez. He sizes up Oscar. They put a cross in, but Julian cuts this out. If we can get an instant reply like they did to us, it would be nice. Unfortunately, though, they do a nice tackle. Unsane puts the ball in. We cut that one out. Haven't been doing as much of that as I would like today. And Hexagon, who has looked very dangerous for them. Fernandez puts it over for Lynn. Oh, that's poor from Cerner. God, is he still on the field? I tried to take you off. And it is going to be a penalty, and we are in the mud here. Cerner's let us down. I should have let him go on the rest, really, shouldn't I? Oh dear, our defenders have just let us down at the moment. Now, if VAR will go away, we'll be able to see this penalty, and we can. Well, we take Cerner off. One play too late, and Dragon has hit it straight at Lara. Okay, we are still in this then. A penalty save from Lara. That's going to help his rating. Yep, look at that go up by 1 whole point pretty much. There's a corner though. Lopez Munoz. It is cleared. Fernandez with a shot blocked. Boy, they're just camping down our end. And now they put a cross in. Bui Trago will get involved. And that's the highlight for now. But we're looking decidedly average as they have another corner. Munoz to put this in. It is headed. Duran clears off the line. That's what he's there for. Good to see one of my set piece things working, because a lot of the recent ones haven't. And that's the highlight. Good clearance from Duran. Still 2-1. And we still have a chance here. 63rd minute, and once again River Plate on the attack. It looks like they have acres of space as Flores gets this in for Quintero. Negrea has a shot's blocked. We try to find Gutierrez on the clearance, but the defence cut it out, and they knock it around the back to River Plate. Perez to head that down now. Now, can we get them on the counter? No, we're trying to find Gutierrez very early with these passes, it feels like. We're not building up as much as we usually would. And it's costing us at the moment as Fernandez gets out to Must. He just jogs past our defender. Fernandez with a shot that's blasted wide. Still 2-1, but we are only just clinging on. And we have a goal kick. Ortiz boots it forward to Gonzalez. Gutierrez getting players mixed up there. And Duran passes it straight into a River Plate player and then just gives up and lets him get the ball back, and that means Urzi will get the ball. Duran tackles it but can't keep possession. Quintero out to Flores. They're just manoeuvring us all over the pitch here. We can't do anything. It's a cross. Negula puts it out to Mast. Here's a shot. Another good save from Lara, but we aren't doing much here. I can't shout at them. Do something, boys. Munoz puts the corner in. It is cleared a couple of times. Boy, are we clinging on. 25 to go. Can we get something going? '75th minute, and we have a goal kick. I've told the boys to slow the tempo down just a bit. Maybe it will help us hold possession a bit better, and Duran could play Gutierrez, and here he does. Oh, surely. Yes, we've got an equaliser. Maybe it was just the tempo that needed to be changed, and it's thoroughly undeserved, you have to say, but 2-2, and that is more like it. Duran just able to hold the ball nicely, waits for Gutierrez to get in a lovely position in behind the defence. He tucks it away bottom left corner. And we are back at 2-2. Throw in at the 80-minute mark. Fuentes will find Gutierrez. Back to Fuentes. If we somehow win this, well, it's an absolute steal. Back to Cordoba. Pulaza. Gutierrez. Buitrago with a shot. It forces a good save out of Insane down to his bottom left, but they keep it out, although we do have another throw in. We take it short, which is interesting. Ortiz to Fuentes. Puts into Buitrago. Right on the edge of the box. Tries to cross it. Duran has it. His cross blocked. Oh, Pulaza! Buitrago's put a cross into Pulaza. And talk about stealing a result. Even if they get an equaliser back here, I'm going to be pretty happy because we barely deserve a draw out of this, let alone a win. Just dropping that tempo ever so slightly from extremely high to high. And all of a sudden we're just holding the ball a bit better. Nice low ball through from Buitrago to Pulaza. He tucks it away into the left-hand corner. Somehow we're winning this 3-2 with 8 to go. But River Plate now have the ball. Can we hold on to a wholly undeserved lead? Nice clearance there from one of our defenders. And we hold on to the ball now. Gutierrez up to Duran, and he's in here. Here's a finish. Oh, what's going on? We are absolutely FMing River Plate here. We looked absolutely clueless at about 60 minutes, 2-1 down. But all of a sudden, in about the last 15 minutes, we've got 3 goals. Gutierrez, nice ball finding Duran. Really nice finish into that top left corner. We're 4-2 up. Surely we can't let this slip. Please don't, boys. Throw in at the 87-minute mark. Perez to Duran. Don't know if that meant to be played back out to him, but it was. Fuentes to Pulaza. He'll find... Oh, he tries to find Oscar. Oh, we're beating them 5-2. I think we're going to have to go to a high tempo instead of an extremely high tempo. It's absolutely changed this game. We're all over them all of a sudden. Where's this come from? Good God. Pulaza gets the ball from a nice fancy pass. Be fair, Benitez has pretty much gifted Oscar the ball there. Tried to slide and keep it out. Couldn't. He buries it bottom left corner. And from going from not deserving this, we're absolutely thumping River Plate somehow. 5-2 with a late flurry. And as we approach the last minute of injury time, it will be a River Plate throw-in that they give straight to us. It's going to be too little too late, whatever they do here, if they can do anything. Gutierrez. And that's full time, and I'm a bit shocked by that. The way that things were going, with quarter of an hour to go, it just wasn't our day, but we gave away a penalty at the 58th minute. It was saved by Lara. That, very pivotal, because if we went 3-1 down, I don't know if we would have done that. And then we changed the tempo from extremely high to high, and we get 4 goals inside the last 15 minutes. What a comeback after those early goals. In the first half, River Plate getting ahead early in that second, and then we just turned on the style late. Maybe we'll have to keep that permanent, I think, because that just absolutely changed things. Very good performance from the boys in the end. Well, I say very good performance for about 15 minutes it was, plus the 5 at the start. Apart from that, we were pretty rubbish, but I'm going to take that. That was very nice. And I suppose that justifies my decision to rest the first team in the league game as well. And that is how things stand at the halfway point. And with some of those goals we scored, it's actually River Plate who currently sit outside the top 2. Municipal with where's their result? A 3-1 win over Emelec, have a better goal difference than them. So we're in a very nice position to be going through. If we can just beat Emelec, then one of Municipal or River Plate shouldn't be able to catch us. In 2 games against them, I'd like to think we can beat Municipal, but it'll be interesting the next time we play them away from home. But that's a huge result for us. The goal difference as well is a big plus. It looked like it was going to go the other way for a bit of that game, but now we've got a 9 goal difference. I'd say we're looking very good to progress, but you never know. Now, Plata went off. He's out 5 to 6 days. Not the end of the world, because Oloyo 5 to 11 days. He should be about ready for some first team football. You can see we've got quite a few injuries at the moment though, so I think this break in continental games is going to help us for the next couple of weeks. So that will do it for today's episode. Now, in terms of when we're going to be back next, I think it's going to be the next River Plate game. The weekend is coming up here in New Zealand, so I'll get through these games and do a bit of other stuff. And the next time I see you guys will probably be a River Plate game, or it might actually be the video where I explain to you guys how to set up a save similar to this one on a laptop for the Hexagon challenge, where you can load lots of leagues and do something similar to this. But if you did enjoy today's video, then please do leave a like. I hope you did, because it was a very interesting game. Also, if you have not already, then subscribe to the channel and turn that notification bell on so you keep up to date with any content that we do drop. And until the next time I see you, enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.